So in this video, I'm going to explain what are the different input devices are using in CAD. So CAD input devices are tools and peripherals used by the designers and engineers to interact with CAD software and create the digital representations of objects and systems which we are going to develop. So here are some common CAD input devices. First one is the mouse. So the mouse is a standard input device for CAD applications. It allows users to point, click, drag and interact with the software interface. So CAD specific, the mice often have additional buttons for quick access to frequently used commands. So these mouses are nowadays all the CAD softwares are designed specially for using this mouse. The mouse is consist of the so many that left button, right button and middle the button. So you can roll the middle button towards the user and away from the user. These two applications are most of the software they're using, and the left button clicking and press the middle button and drag, like so many applications they're designed. So using this mouse you can so many operations can be controlled in the CAD software. So we are giving the input to the software. So this is the most of the customers or most of the CAD designers, they're using the mouse to give the input to the system. Second one is a keyboard. So keyboards are essential for entering the text, keyboard shortcuts and commands in CAD software. So many CAD applications have extensively keyboard shortcut support to enhance the productivity. So instead of giving the direct command, we have the provided, most of the softwares are provided to give the shortcuts. So the shortcuts input we are giving through this keyboard. Or if you want to write any text or any context or any tolerances that you need to mention in the drawings, you can use those through these keyboards. So the keyboard is also essential input device. Mouse and keyboard are essential input devices. So other than these two, that other devices also there. Now let us see here the typical example of the keyboards. There is a lot of the designs and models are available in the public. Anyone, these all main objective is to give the input to the system through this keyboard in the form of text or in the form of data or in the form of shortcuts. You can control the commands. Third one is a graphics tablet. So graphics tablets, also known as pen tablets or digitized tablets, are popular among digital artists and CAD professionals. They consist of a flat surface and stylus pen that allows for precise drawing and handwriting input, so making them ideal for creating detailed sketches and designs. So those designers are they can freely sketch on the tablets that can be loaded in the monitor or in the CAD software. So whatever you written in the graphics tablet, mainly it is used for creating the graphics for our handwriting or rough drawings. You can easy to communicate to the system using these graphics tablets. Now let us see, these are the images, some of the images of the graphics tablet. You can easy to draw the graphics or images. The same thing will be getting input to the system. Now see that some of the examples of here what you have to paint it in this tablet, that can be communicated to the software. In the software also it will be visible and it's showed. Okay, likewise with the help of this graphics tablet, we can give the input to the system in the form of graphics. Next, fourth one is a stylus or pen. In addition to graphics tablets, some CAD users prefer stand-alone stylus or pen input devices that can be used directly on touch-sensitive screens or digitized displays. So these devices offer a natural drawing experience. So using this pen, you can draw or you can paint or you can write text, anything you can give the input to using this stylus pen. This is also one of the important input device. Next, fifth one, trackball. So a trackball is an alternative to the mouse. Mouse also you see middle button is rotating, but the trackball it consists of a stationary ball that the user rotates to control the cursor. So some CAD users find trackballs more comfortable for precision work. So using this trackball, you can see that example of this images. So this is a ball; it can rotate 360 degrees. So you can keep the cursor at any position comfortably, preciously using this the trackball. And also in this the left button, right button also there is some functions are there, and using these also we can give the input to the system. See that another device like these are the trackballs are mostly used especially for the professional designers. They can give the input to the system using these trackballs. Next sixth one is the 3D mouse or space mouse. So like our ordinary mouse, there is a 3D mouse. Much more the inputs are giving through the 3D mouse. The 3D connection as space mouse are designed specifically for 3D CAD applications. So they provide 6 degrees of freedom, allowing users to manipulate objects in 3D space more intuitively. So it's using the 6 degrees of freedom. Any object in a space, it's having the 6 degrees of freedom. That is 3 rotary motions and 3 linear motions. So you can use this 3D mouse in a space at any orientation, at any position. You can easily to control the drawings using this 3D mouse space. Now you can see that this is the middle button, so it can move, rotate, so you can easy to move the cursor in a space at any position in a three-dimensional direction you can use. And in addition to this cursor control, there is a lot of other the input the buttons are provided in this device, in the 3D mouse. Using this especially you can control the drawings and CAD designs in 3D environment, mainly in a space. So the space rockets are designs models that can be easy to create and modify using these 3D mouse or space mouse input device. Next is touch screen. So some CAD workstations come with touch screens display that allow users to directly interact with the CAD software using touch gestures and a stylus. So now you can see that the touch screens nowadays everyone is popular about the touch screens or mobile they're using. So where you want to give the input through hand, you can touch that point that will be entered. So using the touch you can give the input that directions, that input signals to that system. The system accordingly it will works. So this is regarding the touch screen. Everyone familiar with these touch screens, how we can give the input to the system. Next is gesture based input. Nowadays our mobiles also they using the gesture based input devices. So they developed in some advanced CAD systems gesture based input devices like leap motion controllers are used to control and manipulate objects in 3D space using the hand gestures. Now you can see that image using these hands. You can see the two fingers, you can press it and you can move accordingly that the input signals is enter into the system and that will work. Like here also the two fingers are pressing or these two fingers are rotating like different the gesture motions of hands that will be giving the signal to the device and accordingly that works. So this also you can categorize as input signals we are giving to the system and the system will work accordingly. So these are the gesture based the inputs also we are providing nowadays. All of you now familiar with most of these mobiles that they are giving the gestures, and with the help of the gestures we can control screenshot like other applications. So similarly we are adapting in CADs also by using the gesture based input. Next, VR controllers, that is a virtually reality controllers are becoming more popular for CAD applications, enabling users to create and manipulate 3D models in a virtual environment. So using this device you can give the input signals mainly for the virtual environment. The 3D models are you can create and you can operate in virtual models, virtual environment using these VR controllers. Next is voice recognition. So now while not a traditional input device, voice recognition software can be used to input commands and control certain aspects of CAD software, which can be especially useful for hands-free operation. So now you can see that using this voice, you can see simply you can communicate through this voice. So draw the rectangle with so and so dimensions. That the software will be drawing the rectangle with the dimensions. Like that, we can give the voice recognition. Also nowadays they are incorporated in the CAD softwares. So 3D scanners. So although not for creating the new designs, 3D scanners are essential for capturing real world objects and converting them into digital 3D models. So these models can then be modified and used in CAD projects. So nowadays it's popular about the 3D scanners. Whatever the real world objects, those drawings and the details are not available. In those things, you can use the 3D scanners and you can scan that object and create that model. Now you can see this image. Now I don't know the details of this drawing. You can see this is that object, that real world object. So these drawings I don't know. So I want to scan this model with 3D scanner, all 360 degrees direction you can scan it, and same similar the model will be created in your the software. So that is very easy for using the 3D scanners to the real world objects which details are not available, that can be converted into the models. Then you can modify these models as per the requirement, and you can use further development of these models. That is very useful, the 3D scanner. It's also acting as a input devices. I hope everyone understand what are the different varieties of input devices are required to control the CAD or to give the input signal to the CAD software. Thank you.